Welcome everybody to the what is commonly called the change of command ceremony as we close out Expedition 48 and open up Expedition 49. But really it's more than a change of command. It's a crew change. The normal rhythm of life on station, which you don't really appreciate, I think, until you've gone through it for the first time. 4 times a year, crews change out half the crew at a time. And it's a significant event. It's a bittersweet time. Of course, Alexey, Oleg, and I are ready to go home and be with our families. And we've enjoyed a great stay up here over the last almost 6 months, 5.5 months, and especially enjoyed our stay with the entire crew of Expedition 48. But it's the rhythm of life up here on station to change out 4 times a year. And when we depart now, tomorrow night, these 3, Anatoly, Tak, and Kate, will maybe set the tone just a little bit different. It won't be better, it won't be worse. It'll just be different. It'll be yours, and you'll get ready for the next 3 to show up here in a few short weeks, and then you'll have your own identity. But I think it's a good, and also you will enjoy the time now with just 3 of you on board. It will be a little more quiet, not so many people to have to talk to and interact with, and it'll give you a time to kind of get settled in and make it a little bit more of your own. I've been up here with several crews, as you know, and every one of my crews have been great experiences. I've really enjoyed the folks that I've been able to fly with. But this particular crew, I think you will agree with me, has a special chemistry about it. We have I think surpassed what you would expect from a crew in terms of how we work together, in terms of how we trust each other, in terms of how we know each other, in terms of our friendships, knowing our families and caring about each other and the investments that we've made. So I want to congratulate you all and thank you all for that. It's really made it a highlight experience. We've accomplished a lot during our stay. During our stay over the last 5.5 months, and in particular, we've accomplished a lot in Expedition 48, and I won't rehearse all of those things. I think most of the folks out there know what that is, but it's not insignificant. This is a very significant time, in my opinion, in the life of the space station, going into the full utilization mode, being that orbiting laboratory that we've always said it was going to be, and just broadening what is going on here on station in ways that I had hoped for. And for a period of time, I have to confess, I wondered if we were going to see it to fruition. Now I'm very confident that we're going to see the exploitation of the International Space Station and take full advantage of the opportunities that it gives for all humankind on Earth. The success that we've enjoyed in Expedition 48 could not have happened without the great support and the hard work and diligent work of the international partnership and ops teams and program teams around the world, in Houston and Huntsville, Munich and Scuba and Moscow. And we could not have done it without you. We're probably the most visible to the public, but we're a very small part of the greater team that makes this all possible. So on behalf of the entire crew, I want to thank the teams, and particularly the teams that were dedicated to Expedition 48. I've got good news for you. Starting tomorrow, you'll be able to get a break yourselves and to spend more time with your families and spend less overtime and working nights and off hours. It's a well-deserved break. You've supported us well. We've always felt confident that you were looking over our shoulder and keeping us safe up here. And as I had said in an earlier conference, how much I appreciated and we all appreciated the planning and the attention to detail executed by all of the teams around the world. I also want to take a moment on behalf of the entire crew to thank our families and our friends in each of our respective neighborhoods and homes We could not have done this without their sacrifice and their support and their encouragement. And for speaking of Alexey, Oleg and I, we look forward to seeing our families very, very soon. And we know you've been waiting for our return for a long time. So thank you for that. Just a couple of words. I want to, I said in the beginning, this is really not just about the change of command. It's really not about the crew either. Like I said, this is a routine rhythm on board the International Space Station. And especially for the teams on the ground, those that are working in the control centers around the world and in the programs around the world and the partnerships, I want to remind you that this is much bigger than you or us. The International Space Station now spans, it occurred to me this last week, generations. We're in the second generation of crew and flight controllers and engineers and all of the disciplines that take to make this work. And the outlook is good. We're looking forward to another generation, perhaps. There's nothing in the history of spaceflight that comes close to that generational effort, especially in an international setting. So thinking about that this week, it just reminds me that it's important for us all to keep that perspective. It's much bigger than us, and it has a very significant place in history. And of course, we're just the current chapter of human exploration and specifically space exploration. So with that, I want to give an opportunity actually, before I do that, I have a gift for the first-time flyers, for your first flight. And this is a NASA patch, but I'm sure, Alexey, you will accept this. This is the 100-day patch worn by those who have served on the International Space Station on an expedition. So, and 100 days, by the way, is arbitrary. It's just an arbitrary number. I know you're still working toward 100, but you will get your 100. But even if you didn't, if you went home with us tomorrow, you would wear this patch because it's an arbitrary number that symbolizes the flight of an expedition, the execution of an expedition, in our case 2 expeditions on board the International Space Station. So, Alexey, well deserved.
Спасибо, Jeff. Thank you very much.
Пожалуйста, you're welcome. And Kate, there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And with that, Oleg has shared leadership with me on board, being the lead in the Russian segment, and I only go down to the Russian segment for tea because I know among you guys, everything is always in order. So I go down for tea and we visit and have a good time. But I wanted to give Oleg a chance to say a few words.
Thank you, Jeff. I'd just like to say that we had a really great time on board space station. Really enjoyed our being here, our work here. And all we did for this, we just tried to work as a one team. And I would like to wish new crew to work the same way, to enjoy their great time on Earth's orbit. And thanks a lot to whole people who is working in International Space Program. Thank you for your support and thank you for your great patience. Thank you.
I would second that. Thank you for your great patience working with us. And I don't think there are any other takers for words, right? So we will go ahead and execute the change of command, and I relinquish the command to Anatoly. Congratulations. The floor is yours.
Yeah. We really enjoyed the time we spent together at Expedition 48 on International Space Station. And I appreciate, Jeff, your efforts as station commander. Really did much in order to ensure the success of the expedition. And now with successful completion of all of the tasks, you are ready to go home. I took over the command. I don't have any experience of being a station commander, but I'll gain some though, and I'll take care of the crew and the station. And I promise you, when you return to celebrate your first 1,000 days in space, the station will be in perfect shape. And now we understand that it's time for you to start making your final preparation for undocking. Your families have been waiting for you, and we'll be missing you here. And what I have left is just to wish you have fun riding through the atmosphere, enjoy seeing plasma in the windows, and have a very safe and exceptionally soft landing. All the best.
Thank you. Congratulations.
All the success.
Thank you.
You need to give
Tak-
me a hug. There you go. Soft landings.
I think that's it, huh? I've always wanted to say this too. Houston, that concludes the event.